I was speaking to an editor for the up and coming book that we're writing, How to Complete Your Ideas in 7 Steps. And he asked me a very interesting question. I guess after going through the book, he says, you seem to have a pretty good handle on what it takes to accomplish a goal that you set out to do. However, he said, you never talk about discipline and where you get your discipline from. And it made me think to myself and trying to determine where I do get this discipline from. I'm not the type of person that requires anyone to be on my back or say, do this way, here's where you need to be, so forth and so on. I'm pretty much a self-starter. And I have to say that it came from my mom, right? My discipline was actually created out of habit, from doing the same thing, the same time, the same way, almost every day. And if I could recommend to anyone else to determine how to create a discipline, that would be my response. You do the same thing, the same way, at the same time, every day. Some people may look at that like a habit. A habit is more or less you do it without thought or any type of self-control behind it. You just do it naturally. Discipline is more when you are putting yourself in the frame of mind of saying, this is what I need to do and this is what I want to accomplish for that particular task. That's what I want to do. And I remember growing up and my mother would say every day, this is dinner time, or this is the time when, you get up and get ready for school, and this is the time when you do your homework, and this is the time for snacks, and this is the time when you lay down. And I think because of that regimen, some people may consider it as sort of like a military and so forth, which could partially be true, but it instilled in me the ability to have a discipline. And that discipline can actually be applied to anything in life. Some people may struggle with accomplishing a particular goal, but until you put yourself in the frame of mind of doing it the same time, same place, the same way, every day, some people may tend to struggle. And for those of you who are, setting out to do particular things and you start it and you don't finish it, ask yourself the question, are you dedicating the previous steps that I've said repeatedly over and over again? And I like to hear from the audience who have disciplines and share to us, where do you get your form of discipline from? Some disciplines, just like anything else, everything is good and bad and it needs to be within balance. But even with creating the podcast, it took X amount of discipline. It took a while. It took basically, 30 episodes, mainly probably within the last 10 to say, here's what I need to do. There's a quote that says, 21 days to form a habit, 90 days to form a lifestyle. So you have to ask yourself that question. Can you do something consistently for 21 days to execute the goal that you set out to do? Or do you just say, I'll start it, I'll get to it when I get to it? Because if you do that, you're cheating yourself and you're never going to accomplish your goal. You got to have the discipline. You got to put in the work. It's not going to be easy. You want to surround yourself with other people who are going to push you and keep you on task. You want to surround yourself with people that you can share your goals with, that you've set out to do, and constantly level up.